already capping the intel. But you shouldn't push into spawn. You shouldn't do that. You should just go back to middle, hold middle, and then most likely they're gonna have you're gonna have Uber advantage depending on how good you is, and then when you have the Uber advantage, you can just go back into intel, get another cap. Like you don't need to kill him. Like killing them is useless. Like you want the intels. So, but if you're in a disadvantaged position, so let's say they won middle, then you want to do the thing where I said you fall out and then rotate through spawn, come and take over middle again with spawners. So you just rotate. Like, of course you're gonna stand here and like make them fight for the intel and maybe get a pick or two. But as soon as they are edging the intel or you can't stop them or anything, like your demo man doesn't have stickies reloaded or anything like that, you should immediately start rotating and take over middle.
Okay, so it's like a figure of 8. You go around the other way, they are not.
Exactly.
Okay.
As long as you can take over middle, like it's a figure of 8 because middle is the most important. Like whoever holds middle will control the game.
Yeah.
And as I said, when they push in, middle is usually only defended by one person or two persons, so it's really easy to take over middle again. And if you have middle, then even if they're at your inter room, you can easily spam them and slowly take them out, or quickly, depending on how you want to do it. And then when you have middle, it's all about the Uber advantages. Like if they have Uber advantage, they're probably gonna push into middle, so you can expect fighting them in middle. But in the meantime, if that happens, you still want to go for the intel. But if you have the Uber advantage, I don't see why you shouldn't push into inter room and try to get a few caps going on with the Uber advantage.
What do you think about crits on this map?
Crits is actually pretty good on this map, considering because it's such a fast map. So if you're smart enough with it, you can always like edge your team on this map. So crit is really good, but it has the same effect as on any 5CP map. Like the only benefit you get from it is that you get the odds times where they don't have Uber and you're gonna have crits because of the build rate. But it's just like a normal 5CP map, only that people are more close together, so it's easier to push with the crits.
What about off classes? Like, how would you use a heavy or heavy?
I've not seen heavy being used properly, so I can't really say on that anything on that. So I haven't seen it being used very well in this map, but I've seen spice being used to like a certain degree. Like if you manage to get the intel or middle and then you die because they held middle, so you die here with the intel or something like that, and then you just go spy and go out the vent top or something, like where they don't see or shut the door opening or something like that, and then you just like uncloak on the intel and just edge it to the spawn. Most likely you're gonna die around here or inside the inter room if you're lucky. Inter room, I was saying, inside of the shutter doors if you're lucky, in which case you can just go scout and then like take it with you to the rest of the raid. But what to expect when you have the intel, like if you die with the intel over here or something like that, I really expect stickies on it and stuff like that. Like if you're a spy and you uncloak on it, like most likely there's going to be stickies covering it.
What about sniper?
The map is played so quickly that I don't really see sniper being used very well. The only moments I've seen sniper being used on this map is when there's an equal Uber situation and both of the teams are scared of pushing each other.
Yeah.
But that's like, it's really situational. Like it really requires the team to be really scared, and that never happens in Prem. Like they aren't scared of pushing, so they're gonna push either way. So if they don't then push and you have a sniper plus an Uber, then you're in a disadvantage because you don't have the firepower after the Uber.
Yeah.
What about NG?
Yeah.
Because one time they just had an NG that rotated his sentry in pretty random positions, and couldn't really get a sentry down and actually cap afterwards. It worked very well
Exactly.
for them.
And if our demo stays mid and we push the intel, we have a lot of problems taking the sentry out because we don't have a demo man.
You should easily take down the sentry with 2 soldiers, like spam around corners and stuff like that.
I guess so, yeah.
Like that's just a matter of you being disorganized, like dealing with the sentry, and you can't deal with it because the sentry, like, it's really easy to take down the sentry. It can't move in that sense. As soon as you know where it is, it's not going to move. And if it does move, then in which case,
Not true.
So
that's just a matter of reacting to it.
NG on last, like when you're defending, it frees up your other players maybe that they don't need to defend the last so much. They can just rotate.
You shouldn't defend the intel at all. Like, if you do the rotate and have middle, then you can just fuck all. Like, this room means nothing. Then you just have middle, and then when they want to come back with intel, you just kill them. It means fuck all. So an engineer isn't really good because this map is supposed to be played really quickly.
Nowadays
and you see people play really quickly.
Nowadays you can use the what was the clock?
Cloak and dagger.
Yeah. So you can camp on. You can camp anywhere. Waiting the opportunity.
It does mean you're 1 player less in the combo though.
Yeah.
And if they push, then you're fucked.
Yeah. What about Solly using black box or like black box Conqueror?
The Conqueror
any value?
I don't really find the Conqueror. Actually, on this map, it might be good to have the Conqueror, but as I said with the Heavy, I haven't seen it being used properly, so I can't comment on it.
We have been used on, like there was one match on Granary where our enemy had Conqueror and Heavy, and it was really strong.
Conqueror and Heavy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Conqueror and Heavy.
Yeah, then you just kill it before they get the Conqueror. It's not easy.
Yeah, well.
But I don't know. The black box is like, I don't know. You don't have the same firepower, but you have the more sustainability. But a soldiers with black box, they don't really push much. So if you notice that, then you can easily just spam him out. Like, it shouldn't be a problem with the black box.
Yeah.
What you should be scared of is like normal rocket launcher soldiers with gunbows who fucking fly everywhere on this map. Like that's the scary part. Like when you can't stop them in the air and they just go for your medic or demo or something like that. Those are more scary than black box soldiers. And they're also more common, so black box not a problem.
Yeah. So there's actually no legit holds on last, like the flag room or like between
on like battles and stuff like that. You usually on last CP you usually have like a last stand in order to defend it as much as possible, but you don't really have that on this map. Like you tend to not lose people, like don't lose people and then just get with your respawners and then push out the middle. Like ignore whatever this is going on right here when you don't need to. So you need to recognize the situation where the intel is a lost cause, where you don't need to fight for it anymore and you need to fight for middle instead.
Yeah, so you don't lose the round by them getting your flag, you lose the round
Exactly.
by them getting past you in middle.
Exactly.
It doesn't really make a difference if the intel is laying on that point there, or if it's somewhere on middle or somewhere in the
Yeah,
hallway.
like if the intel
It's all the same.
if the intel is here, like the only difference between the intel here and the intel over there is that it's just closer to the enemy. You still defend it in the same way.
What about can you try to figure out how to fight middle fight, like maybe where scouts should be going for, like using the ground for themselves and
Well, if your scouts are using the winger, they can just like jump up the crates, and you should on every map you should always have the high ground as a scout, because jumping soldiers are so easy to block as a scout.
yeah, and
It's just a matter of hitting your shots then, like if a soldier jumps.
what about roamer? Like it's so tight map that both solis come to the middle at the same time. So there's actually no fast roamer thingy on Turbine. So should you send both solids jumping?
It really depends. Like if they are really aggressive, you might as well just stay passively and just wait for them to come and then finish them off. But it really depends on what the enemy team is doing. But if both the teams are like equally doing about equally the same, then I would send my soldiers aggressive. Like what you should be doing is like you should be reacting. So you come out here as a dem man and you get like 2 or 3 good stickies. You should be then calling for your soldiers, like fucking jump on them and then move over and fucking rape them. Like that's how it should go.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of your scouts getting heals and staying alive as long as possible, because the scouts are vulnerable. They have low HP, so they really need to play together with the medic. While the soldiers have more HP and they are in the air and stuff like that, they can jump. Like what I see a lot of soldiers do is that they have 4 rockets, so they use 1 rocket to jump, and then they use the 3 last to like just fight them. But what they should be doing is that they shoot one rocket, get in a good position, like high ground, like this ramp here, for example, really good position, and they can just spam them. And then you let the scouts with the healers do the rest. And then once the scout with the healers are forward, you can then go to the medic and get heals, and then you just like rotate it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's reassuring because we have been doing like reactive middles in every map so far. Like I just call how fast I am. That's one thing we can base it on. Like what are roamers doing, especially in
you
Badlands.
shouldn't play reactive to the point where you're always playing passive. You should play reactive to the point where you can go aggressive at the whim, like with the little advantages you get on mid. So let's say you have like you're basically just dominating the demo fight on mid, for example. If you do that, then you should be reactive enough to like just aggress on them and then demolish them after that on that tiny advantage.
Yeah, I was just about to say that if I go fast rollout like as demo man in Badlands and I call it out, our roamer can react to it like before he goes drop down, and he can do his fast rollout also. So we are gonna go all out based on me being fast, and we're gonna expect our roamer to support me by us going aggressive.
And of course that changes if you're up to a team that has a better dem man, like a faster dem man.
Yeah. Hopefully there are a few in Div 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I don't have an advantage to that we can like straight away go aggressive, then we are gonna try to spot their flankers, and our Pocket is gonna like tag team with our scouts, and we are gonna lack some like aggressive power to take their demo man's attention, but yeah, he's gonna be so fast either way. At least we are gonna assume that. But yeah, I don't have anything to ask for Turbine. Like the figure of 8 thing, like helps a lot to figure out what's this map about more.
That's where most people fail on this map. They think they have to do like a last stand on the intel instead of doing the rotating.
There is one thing that crossed my mind now. Like you can do the figure of 8 reversed. How to like push the dare respawn properly? Like how would you do it? Like let's say you got middle, and you know they will be around point. Like and you can.
I really hate pushing their spawn, because as you can see it's such a long hallway.
Yeah.
So they will spot you really early. But if you go the intel room, right, there's just so many corners that you can hide behind, and you can stand here, for example, and it will be the same as standing shutter door, and you're closer to the intel here. So for them to react in your aggression here, they need to react a lot faster than if you aggress in spawn.
Yeah, so
because you can stay passive here, and then suddenly you just like burst out and get the intel, and they have to react to it properly. But if you like go that way, it's so easy for them to just take middle then, because they're going to be closer to middle.
What about if normal hold maybe would be like between your cap and the what's it called, main or elbow?
the banana.
Yeah, not banana, but I mean like normally team would be like facing you before you get to the cap. But if your team would be already on the stairs between your spawn and the cap point, to be fast on the rotation, the middle, and while your team pushes to their last to take the flag, they have gotten a call from someone around the point that okay, they're coming in now, go in middle, and they would take the middle, and you would be on their last point. Does that sound like?
It sounds very like split up, if you know what I mean.
But it's the same thing basically. If you are holding on your suitcase, you have one scout or a roamer
Your
spotting
suitcase.
the.
Where's the suitcase?
I mean like the flag. It's on the point.
Oh, the intel.
Yeah, intel. What the fuck? Yeah, like, would you have one guy to spot the shutter door, and others defending here? Where
What do you mean
now?
by other door? Do you mean?
Shutter door? The like.
Oh, yeah, like what you should be doing, like in position wise, you should have like your main combo dealing with the banana and the main door down in intel room, and then you should have like a scout around here, so he can walk forward and shut the door and walk into spawn if he gets damaged or whatever. So he has a health source there, so he's not really reliant on a medic or whatever. And then you should have like a roamer around inside here. He can walk around here, and the health source he gets is the medic from intel room over here. So he can just like pop his head out here and then get heals from the medic.
Yeah.
And in that way you have every entrance covered. Like if they push in here, like the scout over here, he's not going to do anything. He's just making sure that if they walk in here, he can go back and then collect with the medic, and they can just push middle or defend it depending on how good they think the situation is.
Yeah.
Like if you have Uber advantage and they decide to push, then you just fucking wreck him, kill them all, and then take the intel.
Yeah.
Easy.
I see.
Guess we just have to make sure that we force them when they push in on us. Or we rotate or?
Yeah, that's really important that they don't push in for free, basically.
Okay.
Even though you're going to rotate, because if you rotate to middle and they still have Uber in your intel room, then you're probably in the same position. Like they can just like run past you with the Uber almost.
Yeah. Where would you hold your combo? Like using high ground on the what's the ramp thing after banana?
These ones, I would have my medic like safe inside banana most of the time, depending on how you want to look at it. If you're thinking of pushing, then you can have him a bit further forward. But
Yeah, I
the
mean
safe
like
position is like
defending. Like you're defending the last. So where would you like place your demo man and pocket and medic? Would you place
we're
them?
defending last.
Yeah.
So we're defending into room.
Yeah,
So we're saying-
into like between here. There's the med pack.
yeah, like I would have my medic around here.
Yeah. You have.
And if they have like a sniper and they open the door or something like that, you should have like a soldier far forward dealing with it. Or if like they have them man out here spamming you and the soldier forward here spamming you, and it becomes a bit too much, you can always retract back and the medic can like fall back into this cavern, because this is where it's quite safe. And then if they come out further out and spam you further out, you just retract back. You shouldn't really be too deep in, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You shouldn't endanger yourself while holding. But then that becomes a fight of who has the better spam, who can keep the people away.
Yeah, there are some places for stickies in the banana, like the roof, there are the pipes.
Yeah, I generally don't like sticky traps. Unless you have like a sticky trap around here, for example, and you know they're pushing in, then you can do a sticky trap. But generally you wanna use those stickies to spam. Sadly, there's not that many ammo packs around here. I think that's the only one. So you and your soldier needs to share that one.
There is one heavy tactic that a friend of mine invented. Like, no, I don't know if he invented, but he just came up with it. Like, if you go to last now, go to the intel room. There's the drop down above the intel room, and you're defending last. You have your heavy on the ledge. When they use, your medic runs out from his position, from the health pack, let's say. He runs out, passes under the drop down, crit heals the heavy drops down when their Uber fades, and they repush.
The problem with that is that you're not gonna have, like, the heavy isn't useful until they have Ubered. So you're putting yourself in a disadvantaged situation up to that point, and I really don't like those decisions. Like, it's just, I find those decisions, they can be game changing. Like, you can win a game by doing those gimmicky things, but that's only what it is. It's gimmicky. As soon as the team knows that's going to happen, it's not going to work anymore. So I really don't like those strats. I want strats to work most of the time and be the most versatile. Because the heavy is not versatile. Like, he can't rotate. He's too slow to rotate.
Yeah, even if you win the fight, your heavy needs to run to your spawn, and it takes like, I don't know, 15 seconds, 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's just too slow.
Your cap has already been done.
Like, Turbine plays faster than any map, but I think the way to look at it is like, even if you're in a bad situation on Turbine, you're still going to play it as fast as if you completely wrecked balanced middle and are pushing their last immediately. Like, that's the speed you need on Turbine all the time, and that's what makes this map really fun. Like, the whole rotating dynamic and how speedy you have to go. I find that really fun with this map.
Yeah, I heard one from a friend of mine who played this map when it was. When Metalworks came to the map pool, he said that why didn't they put Turbine on it?
Turbine, exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone asked that. Like, I think most of Prem asked that, but I don't think Turbine is going to be here for the next season either. I think too many people don't want to play Turbine just because they don't know Turbine that well.
Hopefully they get Sunshine instead. I don't like Metalworks.
I don't like Sunshine either.
No. Shit,
I think Intermodal is the best map that's out there. Like, Intermodal plays so well. Intermodal is just fun to play.
The server is lagging.
I think it's me. Because
Yeah.
I'm at 300 ping.
Yeah.
I'm at 30.
So yeah, basically it's just checking out my own position. So we win middle, okay. We either leave roamer to the middle, like denying the shutter door, and maybe drop down. And we push through the other place, like through main. Banana is easy to deny either way, so banana is bad. They see us so easily if we go banana.
No, you should have banana covered. Like, if you push in the interroom, you still should have people going banana.
Oh.
Like, you shouldn't completely ignore it. Like, every entrance needs to be watched. So your dim man, which you leave in middle, is watching those two entrances. Your combo is watching this one, and then you probably have a scout over this one. And then he's going to work on together with you guys. So if you guys manage to push away stickies or whatever's on this door, that makes the scout come out here and do his work.
Yeah. It's like if
you
our
really
combo,
need all entrances covered.
yeah, if our combo goes banana, that means like they will see us before we can shoot them, because
Yeah,
there's a
like
glass.
if your combo goes banana, it's easy to hold you back, basically.
Yeah, so basically you want to have your combo minus demo man or roamer, either one, who is staying in middle. You want to have your combo go through elbow. That means, like, I don't know, Z.
This area.
Yeah, main elbow, Z, whatever you want to call it. They go there, they take the initial fight, and after you know that they're backing out, you can get your scouts in or like the same time from their elbow. But the point is, like, not to let them go first, because they will get focused.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Now I got it straight then.
What do you think about escaping through a vent as a scout? If
Escaping?
possible?
What do you mean? As with the intel?
With the intel, yeah.
The thing with the intel is that the whole time you're with the intel, it's just one big clutch play from the scout AS. If going through intel is what's gonna make you cap it, then go through intel. But you generally want to go the fastest way, which is just going that way. So let's say you're in a 4-4 situation, and both you and the scout, the enemy scout that is, have the intel, and the first one to cap it wins it. I would probably risk it and then try to like if they have like a soldier or something standing there trying to block me, try to surface a rocket. You just kind of have to risk it in those situations. So it's just, when you have the intel, it's just a clutch play. Try to get it as quickly as possible. Don't fuck around, basically. And then it really comes down to what decisions you make individually, because no one else can make calls for you to go somewhere.
Would you prefer like a chain capping with scouts? Like one goes for the intel, one is waiting in the middle. If you have wiped them pretty much, and you have both scouts.
If you have wiped them, you should try to get 2 intels.
Yeah, like
And that is with sending 1 scout with the intel, and then when the scout caps it, you already have your scout,
Yeah.
the other scout, on the enemy's intel point, ready to pick it up immediately.
Yeah, either that way or like
Or have your soldier do it or something like that, and he can just do a rocket jump back to meet the scout. Who's
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
towards
like
it.
meet with both scouts.
anything that optimizes it.
yeah.
Lampec, do
Yeah.
you have your key bound to drop flag? Because I had to do that first.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
If we're gonna chain cap, should our demo shouldn't stay on mid, right? He should maybe spawn camp or something. What
That
rest
depends. That really depends. Like, as you can, if you have wiped them, and most likely you won't have time to like sticky up both the spawn doors, but you will have time to deny this door at least. So you should stay a bit further back and then deny that. But it can be scary because they can just send soldiers for you and you can't fall back out in time. So it really is a bit risky sometimes. But if you feel like you can do it, then sure. If not, then just play safe and sticky up that door.
I think like if I would be the one that gets wiped, and I see that they are capping us, if I wouldn't know better, then I would say that okay, they are now in our flag room. That means we need to do the figure of 8 thing and like push through the shutter door, but there will be stickies because their demo man is up. So maybe go vents.
No, you need people that door and people that door. You can't push everyone through one door.
Yeah.
So, like you say, there's going to be stickies there, or stickies in spawn or whatever, which just means that your roamer or scouts coming out of here probably needs to go first. Most likely not your scouts, because they die quickly, so you want to keep them on the back foot. So most likely your roamer is going to come out first and aggress on the dem man, and depending if he kills the dem man or if he gets the dem man to pop his stickies or whatever, I don't know, like you just have to go at the same time. Like if your roamer jumps your the enemy demo man, that means he's probably not watching his stickies properly, so you can like send a soldier to open away, and you can try to. There's lots of things you can do.
Sorry, you lagged there. You said something about like send a soli.
Yeah, like you send your roamer top on the dem man. Like he should go immediately on the dem man, not care about anyone else. But he's probably gonna have troubles killing the dem man because of scouts or whatever. But while he's pushing out, you should try to break out here as well with soldiers shooting a rocket to like spread the stickies or whatnot. Even Uber through if you have to do that. Like, just be quick with it.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any ideas, any other things like to talk about, or like should people shoot questions?
Just give me questions. I pretty much covered everything, I feel like.
I have no questions.
Nope.
I really need to go to the toilet.
I do want to point out that I have to leave in half an hour, so if we want to play, we should start quick.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks a lot. I think we are gonna play now, and if you have nothing else to do, it would be really good if we could have you hear us calling and
Yeah, I'll watch one game.
yeah, nice, great.
Thanks.
Don't watch me, please.